Hey up now then, I'm Bobby and we're off out on our first trip, yes. So get your boats on, get your big kite on, because me and the lads were ready to rock and roll. Let's go. So how you doing? So if you don't know, my name's Bobby. Yes, and I've just bought this camper van. And I want to go out on some journeys. Some camper van touring, yes. So today we're on a festival and I'm taking you with me. We're going to a place. I'm not going to tell you where we're going until we get there, but I'll give you a clue. Now then, best clue I can give you is Star Wars. Yes, Star Wars. Hey up, Bobby's in here. Behave yourself, Bobby. How do? Now then, the second clue is Patrick Stewart. Now, I think you've guessed, haven't you? Well, if you haven't guessed, we're off to the birthplace of Mr. Patrick Stewart. In fact, Sir Patrick Stewart. Yes, and we're going to stay overnight by the Canal. It's going to be grand. So let's go. I'm not a young fella, and I'm enjoying life. You've got to enjoy life, haven't you? You've got to live life to the full. And the best way is to keep smiling. I'm always telling folk to keep smiling. I know it's hard in these times, especially with them taking everything away from us at the moment, aren't they? But you know, and there's two things that makes me smile every day. And one of them's blossom. I love the blossom trees. I love to watch it come out in, March time, roughly. And when it starts falling off trees, beautiful colours, pinks, yellows, whites. And my favourite flowers are a daffodil of all things. Yeah, nothing fancy. A simple yellow daffodil. Now then, them are two things that make me smile every day. Well, I'm sat here in my shorts, thinking it was going to be a grand day. And it's belting it down out there, belting it down. That rain's coming down, but I don't mind. I don't mind a bit of rain. But I thought I'd have a little chat. Keep looking at it, do I? I thought I'd have a little chat with you about what interested me in camper van life. Right. Well, a bit about myself first. Let's get that right. I've always had an interest in architecture. Yeah, it's not going to be boring, don't get me wrong. History and geography and how things are made and how things work out and how things are done, especially back in olden times. I always said to folk, if you ever go into a city, always look up, because you'll still see history. Because above the shops, you'll see some of the old buildings, and the architecture is absolutely stunning. And it makes you wonder how they did that back in the day. A good example is York. Now then, if you ever go to York, in North Yorkshire, when you're in that city centre and you walk round that corner and you see that minster for the first time, I remember seeing it when I was a bairn. You look at that structure and you think, how the hell did they do that? How the hell did they get them stones up there? Now, I'm old school. I'm feet and inches. There's bricks up there. Bricks. There's stone up there that's like 6 foot by 8 foot, if not bigger. And how the hell did they get them up there? Well, they must have winched them up somehow. Now then, I thought about this and I looked into it a little bit. And these places, these churches, etc., and castles, etc., they took hundreds of years to build. And there could have been 2 or 3 generations involved, sons, fathers, grandfathers, all on the same project. And why did it take so long? Because they didn't value life like they do today. You know, the priority was get the building done. So if you know, there are a lot of stonemasons there. They'll be up there with chisels and what have you, in bare feet or hanging off ropes. And if one fell and hurt the end, there were no health and safety. You know, they'd just push him to one side, get next one, and does his lad do it? Bring his lad in, see if he can do it. That was the mentality back in those days. That's why we've got these buildings. It's sad, very sad, but it's true. Well, what has that got to do with camper van life? Well, I'm a fan of YouTube. I watch YouTube. I'm not one who's into social media. I'm not into mainstream media. Mainstream media is not. You know, I like to have my own opinion on things. So I tend to watch a lot of YouTube reports on things and that. Good old British weather, eh? It's coming down nicely. I think we better hold fire, haven't we? Unless we're bound to get wet through one at t'other. There's something about it, isn't there? There's something about the rain that's... I don't know. I like it. Just there in that little courtyard there is the home of Sir Patrick Stewart, where he was born and raised, Mirfield, West Yorkshire. Who'd have thought, eh? Such a big name had come from such a small town in West Yorkshire. I tell you what, I love it. Oh, bloody hell, I never saw nettles outside of me. Are there nettles, them? Better be careful. Them are down there, look. Be careful of them. That's nature for you. Can you remember when you were a kid and you got stung by them? Oh, you'd be out all day in summer, wouldn't you? You'd be out all day, sorry about the legs. You'd be out all day in summer and you'd uphill and down dale with other kids. You go in Blackbright, your mum would sit you at sink and, well, my mum used to sit me in sink and let my sister scrub me. Top to bottom, she used to take it out on me. Oh. But if you got stung by nettles, dock leaf, find a dock leaf. Bobby's been stung. Oh, I used to be a right crybaby. It was part of growing up and living. We'd swim in canals on us, and he wasn't safe because there's bloody water rats and all sorts in there, isn't there? But we still did it when we were kids, and we still come through it, didn't we? They wouldn't let you know, would there? There'd be hell on, there'd be ambulance down, fire brigade down. Oh, it'd be hell on if a kid got it matter now. Which fair dues, we've learnt a lot since then, haven't we? So, as I say, I'm all set up now, I think. I've got my DJI, apparently it's top name, my DJI mic on, my camera's DJI, and it's a cracking picture. And they're clever what they do, these technologies are whiz, isn't it? It's unbelievable. I mean, I'm able to sit here and you can hear me. I'm sat in sunshine. I don't know if you can see, I've got a beautiful blossom tree behind me, which I love to bits. What more could I want in life? My little camper van. It's grand. It's grand. Few packing up now from fishing from Lake side. Aye. Private members, I tell you what, they're keen, aren't they? Bloody hell. Keep your voice down. Shut up. Not for me, that. Not for me. I'm old school. I think you've realised I'm old school, aren't I? Hey, years fly past you, don't they? You don't realise. But it is what it is. It is. I don't know. Well, I've got me coffee here, pot of coffee. You know, being a Yorkshireman, it should be Yorkshire tea. And I do drink Yorkshire tea. It's only tea there, isn't it? That others don't exist. This Tetley business where he reckons to be a Yorkshireman, Tetley tea bags, nah. Yorkshire tea, that's the one. That's the one. Says me drinking coffee. Aye. Well, the next few weeks, I'm going to be taking you out and about around. It's grand that I can take you with me. And you can see I'm a bit confident at the moment. Maybe overconfident, I don't know. Because I'm not used to it. It's all new to me. I've heard about this knock on the door at middle at night and all that, but I've not experienced it. But I've only done one night and that, so we'll see, won't we? I do notice a few folk looking at me a bit strange because I'm as if I'm talking to myself. But I'm talking to you a lot, aren't I? And I want to thank you all for coming along on my trip so far. And if you could subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell, it means a lot to me because I love you all to bits. I'm just that kind of person. So, from a sunny brig house, I'm sat outside an old mill, which when you look at old mills, them buildings, they tell the tale, don't they? I started out in mill as a kid. I used to be up on them bloody ledges, them big doors at top, swinging a hoop to get bloody bales in. Bloody hell, there were no health and safety then on us. And we're lucky in this country, to be fair. We've still got a lot of history, a lot of things are preserved and saved, and that's what it's about, in it. Without history, you've nothing, have you? You've nothing. So there's two things in life that you need to preserve, and one's history, and the other one's your health. Always look after yourself. I haven't done, and I should have done, and now I'm reaping the consequences. But it is what it is. I don't want to put it down on things. I think it's time to go, isn't it? So let's see. I think it's time to pack my chair up, suck my coffee off, and move on.